Mathematics International School, Primary 4, Second Term, English Language, Castles in Stories. Objectives: developing the students' writing and paraphrasing skills through writing summaries and short compositions about the topics, further developing the students' 4 basic skills: listening, speaking, reading, and writing, helping the students to expand their vocabulary and learn new vocabulary in context, introducing new grammatical structures and special difficulties, and helping the students to understand and learn them, helping the students to ask and answer the questions about the text, and developing their ability to summarize both the main idea and specific details from a reading passage. Hello children. Today our lesson is all about castles. Castles in stories. Some very exciting stories are set in the past and take place in castles. Some of the castles are beautiful and welcoming. Some are dark and scary. This is part of a story by the Brother Grimms, where a poor fisherman and his wife are given a beautiful castle to live in. So let's start reading. The Fisherman's Castle. It was a huge stone castle with dark green ivy growing up the walls. There was a grand staircase and 100 rooms. All the rooms had beautiful furniture. The chairs and tables were made of gold. Behind the castle, there was a lovely garden and a huge wood. From the high windows, they could see sheep, goats, hares, and deer in the castle grounds. In the courtyard, there were stables for horses. It really was a wonderful and peaceful place. Now let's answer these questions. What was growing on the walls of the castle? Question number 1. What was growing on the walls of the castle? Question number 2. How many rooms were there? How many rooms were there? Question number 3. What were the chairs and tables made of? What were the chairs and the tables made of? Question number 4. Make a list of animals that could be found around the castle. Make a list of animals that could be found around the castle. And you have to find an adjective for these words. A, the castle. B, the staircase. C, the furniture. D, garden. E, the wood. F, the windows. Gender words. Grammatical gender is a system of noun classification. A common gender classification includes masculine and feminine categories. Masculine nouns are words for men, boys, and male animals. Feminine nouns are words for women, girls, and female animals. Remember, gender words tell us whether a person or animal is male or female. Words about males are called masculine words, and words about females are called feminine words. Feminine words often have a suffix s, like lioness, princess, actress, duchess, waitress, headmistress. Here are some masculine and feminine words we use commonly day to day life. Study them and remember them and finish the exercise on Pupil's book, page 41b and c, and workbook page 20 part A and B. Some words are both masculine and feminine. For an example, singer, parent, cat, teacher, deer, or bird. Singular possessive nouns. How do you show that a noun has ownership of something? You use apostrophe. However, apostrophes can be tricky. Sometimes they come before an S and sometimes they come after S. But there is no need to worry because there are some easy ways to tell the difference between a singular possessive noun and a plural possessive noun. Singular possessive nouns are easy if a person, place, or a thing owns something. All you have to do is add an S. Possessive nouns tell you who owns something. Singular possessive nouns have an apostrophe and an S at the end. I have given you some examples. Study them carefully. Fe word endings. Irregular plural nouns are nouns that do not become plural by ending s or es, as most nouns in the English language do. You are probably familiar with many of these already. For example, the plural form of man is men, not mans. The plural form of woman is women, not womans. There are hundreds of irregular plural nouns, and you must memorize them through reading and speaking. However, a common pattern to look out is nouns ending in f and fe. To make a plural of a word ending in f, change the f to v and add es. Similarly, is a word ends in fe, change the f to v and add an s. The result for both types is a plural that ends in ves. This spelling arose because of the difficulty of pronouncing f and s together in English. Words ending in double f, you just add s to make them plural. Nouns which end in two vowels plus f usually form plurals in the normal way with just an s. Adjective phrase. Most people know what an adjective is, but when it comes to describing an adjective phrase, it's easy to get confused. An adjective phrase is more than a group of words with an adjective in it. It's actually a group of words that describe a noun or pronoun in a sentence that functioning as an adjective. I have given you some examples. The first example is the dazzlingly beautiful woman walked down the street. Sometimes one adjective isn't descriptive enough. In this case, a string of adjectives can work together as an adjective phrase to describe a noun, such as she had the most silky, smooth, and radiant hair I've ever seen. Now, on the other sentence, Monica is a sweet girl. There is one adjective, mainly sweet. However, in the sentence Monica is a sweet, intelligent, beautiful girl, we see an adjective phrase that paints a much more in-depth picture of Monica. Now, my children, you're going to write a story by your own. Remember, before you begin to write a story, you need to plan where the story takes place. This is called the setting. The setting of part of the fisherman's castle is a stone castle with 100 rooms, beautiful furniture, a lovely garden, and a huge wood. The setting for part of the Snow Queen's castle is an old, crumbling castle with cracked walls and a great wall, cobwebbed and black with soot. Adjectives and adjective phrases help the reader to see what the story setting look like. Look at the description of the two castles on page 38 and 39. The way each setting is described has an effect on the reader. We feel that Fisherman's Castle is friendly and comfortable. We feel that the Snow Queen's castle is frightening and uncomfortable. Now imagine you are going to write a story called Trapped. Choose one of these settings: a shopping mall, a forest, a beach. Discuss the setting for your story where you trapped. For example, it could be a wild forest, a beach, on a remote island, or a shopping mall after closing time. You may have a better idea. What might you see around you? Write a list of words and phrases that describe where you are trapped. Write 2 descriptions of your chosen settings. Your first description must make your reader feel that it is a friendly, welcoming place. Your second description must make your reader feel that it is a frightening, dangerous place. Now you can go to your workbook page 23 and do that exercise. And here are some important things you have to remember while you are writing your story. Get started like emergency tips. Write a catchy first paragraph. Then develop your characters. After that, choose a point of view. Write a meaningful dialogue. Use settings and context. Set up the plot. And then create conflict and tension. You can build to a crisis or a climax. At last, deliver a resolution. Hope you all have learned much from this lesson. You can complete your workbook and your pupils' book from the knowledge you gain from this lesson. Okay, children, we have come to the end of our lesson. So here are some exercises for you to do at home. Here, you have to underline the adjective phrases in each sentence. Now, children, sort the words into the appropriate column. You have to sort them into masculine, feminine, common, and neither genders.